Hello, beautiful humans. For those who do not know, my name is Nikki. I couldn't be more happy that you are here. You decided, like, I'm gonna watch this guy. Like, I'm just gonna watch him for a second, at least try it out. I couldn't be more excited. Welcome to what we like to call the Source Clarity community. The question to ask the self is like, what is source clarity? Well, source clarity is aligning with the divine intelligence of who you really are. It is dissolving the illusion and the congestion and the nonsense within the mind to realize the brilliance of who you really are, to tap into that intuitive intelligence of who you really are. And one of the ways that we access high levels of source clarity is to love ourselves. Okay, what does it mean to fully love ourselves? Well, one way to understand self-love is to simply to put yourself first. Like, let's simplify it. To put you first. How often in your life have you put you first? I'm gonna guess not a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna take a guess and say not a lot. Now, we have thoughts, we have emotions, we have words and actions and beliefs. Self-love is the act of putting you first with your thoughts. Yeah, with your actions. How often do you put yourself first with your own thoughts? Probably not a lot. You're probably thinking of things that worry you, thinking of others before yourself. That is going to cause you to feel second in your life. Now, I don't love the words selfless and selfish, but if I have to use those words, the most selfless thing that you can do in this world is to love yourself. We all have what could be referred to as mirror neurons, which is one of the ways that we learn is to just sort of mirror other people. It's one of the most effective ways that we learn is to see what others are doing, and they broadcast that energy and we pick up on it and we begin to implement those habits and perspectives in our own life. So when you find ways to authentically love yourself, put yourself first, guess what's going to happen with the people around you? They're going to be just naturally inspired just because of the way that they were designed and they're built. Their biology is just that way. Okay? You are going to teach people by you loving yourself how to love themselves. If you put you second, it's going to inspire others to put themselves second. Now, one of the reasons why we put ourselves second in this world is because we have unresolved emotional wounds. There was some experience in our life that caused us to not feel special and unique. And it feels off because here's the deal. At your core, you are special and unique. Okay, and when you don't feel that way, it causes us to go, let me just do anything. The ego in an attempt to protect you. Okay, the ego loves you and wants to protect you. Well, it's kind of just like this objective thing. It's this sort of like a robot, but well, no, I love you, ego. You're not a robot. Anyway, it's the ego's job is to protect you. Okay, yeah, we're still here, and it's gonna find any way outside of you to allow you to feel special and unique. It's gonna go, okay, let's go do this thing and that thing and then blah 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 blah. Anything but love yourself, right? So if you can find ways to put yourself first, think of self-love like this. Okay, I want you to imagine that there is a lemon tree. And I can only give you the amount of lemons I pick for myself, okay? And I pick a bunch of lemons, then I can give you a bunch of lemons. That is self-love. I can only give you the amount of love that I give myself. We have been taught that to be a good person, I must put others before myself. Now here's what's great. An act of self-love is to give to others, is to be there for other people. But to be there for other people is to first be there for yourself. And when your cup is filled, you have love to give. So self-love is not about putting yourself first and saying screw you to everyone else. No, it's about putting yourself first so that you can be of the highest service to the ones you love and the planet and whoever it is that you desire to be of service to. We all have these core emotional needs. And one of them is to be of service to a life, at least one life outside of our own. So this is not about putting yourself first and that's it. It's about putting yourself first so you can be of the highest service to this world. I want you to imagine that there's this full-length mirror that's in front of you. And I ask you to have that reflection of you in the mirror wave. What would you have to do? You have to wave, right? Now let's say I'm like, okay, have the reflection jump. What would you have to do? You would have to jump. Okay, let's say I ask you to have the reflection spin around and do whatever. You get where I'm going with this, okay? If you wanted the reflection to spin around and do whatever, you would have to do that. Life is the same way. Let's say I put a person in front of you and I asked you to have that person put you first. What would you have to do? You're getting it. Yes, put yourself first, not them. If I were to ask you to have you experience this person love you, I say experience because you're always loved. So it's a key word there, experience. You're always loved. But to experience this person love you, what would you have to do? Love yourself, okay? Life, we attract what we're a vibrational match for. Life is reflecting our energy. When we love ourselves, put ourselves first, we're gonna attract more people and experiences that support that vibration of love. When we tap into a playfulness energy, we're gonna attract more playful experiences. When we let go of putting ourselves second with our thoughts, that's what so many of us do. We're frequently putting ourselves second with our thoughts. And it's obnoxious. We're like thinking of others constantly, worried about what others are thinking, worried about the future, worried about the past. That is putting you second. Self-love is the radicalness of putting you first. It is deciding that I'm gonna put me first so I feel good. And through this, you'll realize that heaven resides within you. Like, heaven resides within you. We create heaven on earth by creating heaven within. I spent, quite a bit of my life putting myself second. It's not fun to put ourselves second, and it doesn't get us the things that you want. You're gonna start to feel like, why do I have all the credentials on paper to get these things that I desire to have, and I still don't have them? Well, there's an area of your life where you're not loving yourself, okay? So this is kind of part 2 to self-love. It's understanding. We have 8 different areas of our life. Self-love is the ability to love yourself in all these different areas. And the areas of life are, I'm gonna give you guys them: physical, mental, spiritual, passion/hobby. Okay, it's something that you love to do in this world that has nothing to do with anything else you're doing. Family, financial, vocation, and I'm blanking on the last one. Social. Okay, social. Putting yourself first is putting yourself first in all these areas with your mind, with your physical form, so that you can be of the highest service to as many lives as possible. There is a stream of love that resides within you, aligning with your highest levels of source clarity, aligning with that divine intelligence of who you really are, tapping into your higher self requires you to love yourself. And I know you're frustrated. You feel like you've been loving yourself and it's not working, nothing's sticking. True self-love is the ability to keep going. How much do you love yourself? If you were your own child, how would you treat yourself? That's the question to start asking. Like, if you were your own child, how would you treat you? Okay, would you be giving your child all the thoughts that you think about yourself? No. You would do anything in your power to have your little child think happy thoughts. Would you talk to your child the way that you talk to yourself? I want you to think of self-love the same way. It's going to require you to keep going because that is love for you. Start thinking of yourself as like source, and you are taking care of you. Like, start thinking of yourself as your own child, I guess is what I'm getting at. Start seeing you as the beautiful child source energy that you are at your core. Now, here is what's incredible. We've officially, we've opened up a wait list for a 12-week adventure that you can take from anywhere around the world. We call this Source Clarity Club. It's divided into 4 parts, but throughout the 12 weeks, you'll be developing your intuition. So it's an intuition adventure divided into 4 parts. You're gonna learn strictly in the first weeks how to develop your intuition. Then from there, you're gonna learn the art of self-love, and you're still gonna learn how to develop your intuition with self-love. You're gonna learn creation/manifestation and how to become your own energy healer. You're gonna learn one of the highest vibration healing modalities in the world, and you're gonna learn how to use intuition with all these 4 categories. You're gonna learn how to reverse the effects of aging, get the fountain of youth, literally manifest anything that your spirit self desires, and authentically learn how to love yourself. So you can get on the wait list by going to the show notes and emailing us in for right now, unless we've switched out the link where there's like a wait list. Depending on when you're seeing this video, right? There might be a link where you can actually join if you're seeing this in the future. But for right now, just go to the show notes where you'll get the information on how you can either get on the wait list or join. For right now, it's just gonna be emailing my team at nickymoriarty.com, okay? So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being a part of Source Clarity community. Feel free to like the absolute shit out of this. Comment the shit out of this because I'm gonna answer your comments. And subscribe the shit out of this. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. That just makes my heart happy. And you're a beautiful soul. I want you to remember that. Stay awesome and authentic, beautiful human. Alrighty, peace.